Hey everybody, Chris here with a new video. So this is part 2 of the Normandy videos I've been making recently. So if you haven't seen part 1, then I'll put up the link up here and you can just go watch it now. For the second part, I changed locations and let me show you where I am now. So after visiting Étretat and the amazing white alabaster cliffs there, I am now in one of the most famous places in all of France. I am at the Mont Saint Michel in Normandy. One of the important things for landscape photography is to have a nice foreground in your pictures. When you have such a foreground, it will attract the eye of the viewer and it will draw them into your picture. So right now I've put up my camera on the tripod for a first picture here at the Mont Saint Michel. I am using some nice yellow grass in the foreground and I have the island in the background of the picture. I am also using a 10-stop ND filter as well as a 3-stop soft grad ND filter to darken the sky a little bit because it's very bright. The sun is already very low on the horizon, but there is still some very strong light coming from the sun and you really need those GND filters to get the sky a bit darker. So I've changed locations. I am now taking a picture of some small green bushes here in the sand, which also create a nice foreground, and I still have the Mont Saint Michel in the background, of course. The terrain is very muddy and it's very windy, and I know that the tide is currently coming up, so I don't want to linger here for too long because the water can come really quickly here and you can get cut off from the mainland, and I really don't want this to happen to me. So I just noticed that I'm not the only photographer around, so if I get cut off by the tide, at least I'm not alone. So I went a bit further into the bay and the sun has almost disappeared behind the horizon now. And I found those nice little puddles of water here, which I'm using as another foreground element. Water is really one of the best elements you can use as a foreground in your landscape photography. You can create reflections, you can create leading lines, and all of these things will draw the viewer into your picture and make them look for a bit longer at it. The sun is now slowly dropping behind the horizon and very soon there won't be any light left. Maybe we'll still get some colors in the clouds and I might be able to take another picture then, but we'll see about that in a second. And I'm still really grateful that this was such a great sunset tonight, because I was already here yesterday and it was so cloudy and so rainy that I didn't take a single picture. And today I visited the inside of the Mont Saint Michel and I'm really grateful to be on the outside right now, because there was so many people and it was so crowded and it was really not my thing. I am really happy to be here, almost alone, without anybody else. I can see the people leaving with the buses, and I will just ride home with a bike, and I'm really happy about that. So maybe tomorrow morning the sunrise will also be nice, and I will definitely get up and check it out. And well, I guess I see you then. Good morning, everybody. I got up for sunrise this morning and I came back to the Mont Saint Michel to make some more pictures. Unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of light and it looks like the sun is not going to show up anytime soon because there is so many clouds in the sky this morning. There was some nice color in the sky, but I wasn't really able to capture it because the sun was rising way over to the other side of the Mont Saint Michel, and I wasn't able to get into the bay like I planned because the whole thing is just a giant swamp. There is so much mud. I just walked down there a few meters and I had my shoes covered in mud immediately, so I gave up on getting into the bay today. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the videos I created here in Normandy. I had a lot of fun coming here and making new pictures, discovering new locations. Unfortunately, the weather wasn't what I expected, but apparently that's Normandy too. There is a lot of clouds here, there is a lot of rain, and well, sometimes you're not lucky and you don't get the weather you're hoping for. I still made a few nice pictures, I think, and I'm quite happy, and I will definitely be back here one day. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave me a comment below to tell me about your trip to Normandy if you've already been here. And well, that's it for now. See you in the next video. Bye bye.